Hello everybody, today I'll be doing the tests on my blue 1983 Kohler wellworth water guard. If you can actually see, the logo looks blue almost, because I know they stamped this logo blue. I got this toilet yesterday, and whenever I passed down that street, the entire pile was picked up. So if I wouldn't have picked this toilet up yesterday, this toilet would have already been destroyed in the dump, but luckily I saved it. I'll go ahead and remove the tank lid for the testing so I can refill the bowl in every flush. But yeah, I was able to get the tank lid actually. The tank lid looks like it was made on December 5th of 1983. But the tank says August 12th of 1983. I put on some different parts, but I kept the handle in the original and the fluid master that it came with. The other parts in the tank, I believe this was the flapper it came with. No, it didn't have a chain, but it was one exactly like that. This was the gasket it came with, and I don't even know where I put the rest of the parts at. So if you just look in the other video, so you can see the brand right there. I put it on one of the certain flush valves that came out of one of my Elder toilets. I put that in there because it has the right amount of height in it, and I put it on the fluid master flapper that I usually use in a lot of my toilets. And the thing I absolutely hate about these toilets is the tanks. You can't set it on a higher level. I don't know if Kohler made it, but these tanks have these ridges, so you can't set the fluid master high or it'll hit these bumps and the tank lid won't go on all the way. That's the thing I don't really like. And the tanks are a little too small. The seat actually does have a brand. I couldn't see it. It's Comfort, kind of like B-Tier Plumbing's seat that is on his blue UR Citations. It's a really nice seat. I haven't had yet to clean it up yet. So let's give it a flush and do some tests. It's got a pretty good flush. I have a feeling it's going to do pretty well on test. This toilet doesn't have any blockages in it or has no mineral buildup, which I'm happy about because I don't have to deal with having to deal with cleaning. I already have 3 toilets I need to clean the Kilgore up. It's got some mud. I need to clean up the minerals out of I need to clean out the mineral buildup out of the Kilgore. I got that blue Elder emblem in that other cadet. But actually, luckily, the tank actually doesn't take too long to fill. And it does have an issue whenever I have it to like the water line or something. It leaks slowly. I don't know. But let's see how it does on a washcloth. I've tested this like multiple times on and off camera, but I tested it once and twice off camera, and it seemed to pass. So let's see how it does on a washcloth. That did perfectly. I'm honestly not surprised. So now I actually think right there I see a little water level about right there. So I kind of have it a little bit higher. But I think this is, that's why I have this came off of a before mat, because I like to have this shut off because it also makes the tank fill up. And sorry if the camera's not. There you can see it. We're gonna wait for the tank to fill up. We're gonna see how it does on the grocery bag. Now I know OCC Plumbing had 2 elongated ones like this, and they both were horrible. But his was defective, or his had something stuck in it. But I honestly think this is gonna pass. I've seen a lot of these pass grocery bags, so I have a feeling it'll pass this grocery bag. If not, it'll probably struggle. Yeah, it almost looked like it struggled whenever it looked like it almost struggled when it was taking it down, but that did really well. I think some of these vintage toilets have like a secret formula or something, because considering that most vintage toilets back then didn't have glazed trapways, they perform better. They still perform really well compared to like modern toilets. All of them have glazed trapways, but like if modern toilets these days wouldn't have glazed trapways, if they wouldn't have glazed trapways, they would probably and another reason probably why it's going the reason probably why it's leaking is because this toilet is leaning back a little bit. So now we're gonna see how it does on them both together. I either think this is like gonna struggle or clog, but it might get it far further down in the trapway than I might, but I'm honestly expecting this to clog or struggle. Yeah, I'm honestly not too surprised. I'm gonna empty the rest of the water out of the tank and see if it could take it. Nope, that's all the water out of the tank. Looks like I'm gonna have to help it. I'm just gonna maybe gently push it and see if it... It actually wasn't clogged too hard, but it didn't do too bad, but it's still clogged, so it's not a pass, so I'm also not surprised. Now we're gonna see if it could take the dish towel. I honestly think it could probably pass, but I'm gonna have to add some water. I'm gonna have to add some water to the bowl. I know at my dad's work, there's 2 Kohler Barrington water guards, which is pretty much like this, but it drains out the back, and I know those are rare. There's actually one round one and one elongated one. I use the round one a lot, and they do better, but the tanks are a lot bigger. They use the ones like the 1970s Kohler wellworths that have the cadet truck wellworths. They use those exact tanks, which I honestly wish these did, considering I think these should have used a little bit more water. The wind's blowing and the dish towel is blowing, so I'm gonna have to set the dish towel. The wind's blowing really bad. I'm just gonna have to soak the dish towel. Jeez, the wind. I don't know how this will do because the wind made it not, but it will clog clog, I'll try it again. I think this might pass. Wow. Yeah, that did perfectly. But yeah, the thing I honestly still don't like about these is they have really slow flushes. We're gonna add some water to the bowl, and then we're gonna try a microfiber washcloth. I know on the last test I did the dirt test first, but I'm just gonna do the microfiber washcloth first. I actually might. Now I know the Kilgore doesn't like this thing. It'll sometimes take it, but most of the time it'll fail it. So, but tank. I'm gonna wait for the tank to fill up. Then we're gonna see how it does on the microfiber. And the wind's blowing really bad, so let's see how it does on the microfiber washcloth. Yeah, none of my toilets. Oh! I didn't do anything. Wow. I'm actually surprised. That did really well. My finger hurts really bad. I might actually do that test again, but I'm gonna go ahead and do the bowl rinse test first. Then I'm gonna try it again. That actually did a lot better than I expected. I do have another one like this, but it's round. Well, no, I have another round one like this, but it's white. It's got like a giant barb in the siphon jet, and it doesn't really flush too well. That's also why I was gonna get this anyway, but this one's gonna replace it, and I'm gonna throw the other one away. So let's see how it does on a dirt test. Honestly think it's probably gonna leave some around the front, considering that the rims are spaced out, and it'll probably leave some quite a bit in the bowl. So let's see how it does on a dirt test. Well, I must say that actually did perfect, besides leaving a little bit of sand. Yeah, it doesn't really have a good front bowl rinse. It left that. Let's see if it'll wash off. I'm trying not to get my phone wet. Yeah. The bowl rinse on this is not really too good, but let me check the back. It did okay. It did okay around the back. But this toilet doesn't have that good of a bowl rinse. I honestly say it has a decent bowl rinse. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that flapper. I think that flapper has a issue with not doing right. Like I said before, I'm gonna do another reshoot with the microfiber washcloth. I'm gonna do another one. I want to see if it could actually unclog itself like it did last time. I actually did put it to the top of the overflow tube, but I am gonna do it on the amount of water it's meant to set to. So let's see how it does on another try in the microfiber washcloth. Wow, this toilet might actually like the microfiber washcloth. That did perfectly. So it'll either pass it or it'll either struggle it. That will either pass or clog. So it's like the opposite. So yeah, I gotta say this toilet it's a pretty good toilet. The flush I wish was better on these. I honestly think the flush is not really a pleasant one. I honestly think the flush is just sluggish. A lot of the wellworth water guards are about because this is the first gen, so the first gen water guards wasn't really the best. I think the second gen water guards was a huge improvement to this. So yeah, I will try to set it up on the flushometer soon. Probably not today. I'll probably do it later on, but yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If y'all did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Actually, before I go, I might do a overfilled tank test. I know I have a washcloth that's falling apart, and if the wind is bothering, just excuse that. I know I have some pieces. Cause yeah, like this, I might need to get another. I might just get This should be good to just plug the. Oh, I got some more. Let me actually get these cloths here. These were 2 cloths that needs to be dried. This was the flush valve, original flush valve that's with it. It's just a fluid master. The owner who had this before must have put it on a fluid master repair kit. I am gonna fill it up, flush it to its water level, and I'm just gonna go ahead and flush this. But yeah, if I didn't say, this toilet seat is made by Comfort. It's actually a good seat, but if I could use my foot, it doesn't match. It's a little bit more of a darker color, but you could actually get props for the person who had it trying to actually match it. But I honestly do like the color of white and blue on a toilet, so we're just gonna go ahead and let this overflow. Alright, the tank is overfilled. Let's do an overfilled tank flush. So yeah, that wasn't actually too bad. So I might actually go ahead and get some mud here. Viewers discretion. This is not real mud, YouTube. This is not real. I don't know if I could say it. Poop. Just sorry about that, guys. This ain't real waste. So don't take down this video. I'm actually gonna put a lot of dirt in here. Well, this is not dirt. Well, it's dirt, but it's wet. So wet dirt is pretty much pronounced mud. And I'm doing an overfilled tank flush. And see if it'll take it. So it's gonna have like loads of it at the bottom. I'm trying to like get a lot of chunks of it and just like putting it down in there. Alright, I'm just gonna have to rinse my hand off. So yeah, that was a lot of stuff, but it just looks like stuff in the toilet that you would pretty much do after do business. But yeah, YouTube, don't take this video down. It's just dirt. A lot of people that have outside toilets will flush dirt down the toilet because it's pretty much like realistic. This is almost like a realistic test if you like. This would be like a realistic test if you have a stomachache. So let's see if we could take all that dirt. Well, it did perfect besides leaving a little bit right there. So yeah, like I said, it's a pretty good toilet. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.